The following program is in no way affiliated with Rollins College, Rollins College Athletics, or any Rollins College entity. The opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect those of Rollins College, the City of Winter Park, Florida, or the American Board of Obstetrics and Gynecology.
Welcome to
You Can't Say That.
No.
I'd like to see him look like he's enjoying it out there a little bit more, though. Outside of that, it was a great performance.
Yeah, and I sort of fell asleep during that last little. What were you talking about there? I was gone. This.
Oh, on Nick Wolf.
Yeah. Oh, Nick Wolf. Oh, that guy. Okay. See, I don't like him being touted so much. I don't know.
Okay. Well, normally,
I like him.
There's
solid,
two sides
good
to it.
Player, solid player, good guy.
Okay.
No, I didn't say that. Yeah, but,
all right, no, that's fair. That's fair. We can do that. Let's look now at you had mentioned something that I thought was very, very interesting for people following Rollins College this year, going into next year. Trip McFall, you said that you thought this guy was going to be a superstar. Now you're very, very good at being able to analyze the talent.
No, as a freshman,
You said a superstar.
I said he's going to be a very good player.
I think superstar.
But at first I thought it was a joke when I saw his name on the roster. I thought they were talking about Wolf after the game. After whatever. I'm not saying anything, but I've seen him. Well, whatever, stumbling down the street, Trip McFall, the whole thing. I thought this was the team got together.
We can't say things like, "Oh, yes, we can."
No, I don't think we can. I didn't. I didn't say anything.
Okay. Because I was going to say, wasn't the name of this show?
What's that?
What is the name of this show?
You can't say that.
You can't say that.
Oh, I got it. I can't say that.
Okay. So now let's look ahead a little bit.
Yep.
Who's up next?
Who's up next? I think we've got Puerto Rico coming up next.
Now, looking at that game, what do you foresee right now?
If we get any kind of letdown, they lose.
Okay, I'm going to go
and this was a discussion we had last year before this game.
Very true.
And they did.
Okay, I'm going to do my Jimmy the Greek here because I think I got that last one, just nailed it down on Warner. I think they're going to destroy Puerto Rico. I think they're absolutely going to destroy them, but I think simply because they just don't have any inside presence, it's going to be outside shooting all the way through. The thing I think Rollins has got to be really careful about, and you're Spiff, you are the judge of talent through Central Florida. You are the judge.
And the
Rollins' schedule doesn't get tough for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get tested. Is that going to be a problem? Because tonight they didn't get tested. Nova Southeastern, they didn't get tested. Yes, they got tested against Valdosta, but let's face it, they're only going to see Valdosta again in the tournament.
Right.
They're not going to see them during the season. Where do they get tested? Who's going to test them outside of Florida Southern?
They don't get tested. And I will say, but once they are tested, good luck to them. And I say that, they've got a great team. It looks great on paper. I've seen a few good games, but I've seen them playing against bad opponents. The one game that they played anybody decent, they were blown away. And I know it looks a lot closer than it was.
Biffer, let me ask you this: the coaching. Last year, you were a staunch critic, basically thinking that the coaching was in and out and a little bit around, and they just didn't quite get it done. What do you think this year and what you're seeing with Klusman, Ash, and Frakes? And I still say, I don't know what I'm sure he's a very nice guy. There's no offense intended here, but what exactly does Kyle Frakes bring to this?
I think we had this discussion last week.
And I could probably have it every game.
And Kyle joined us on the show.
That is true. I came away not finding anything.
You absolutely berated him. And I don't think we'll ever have him back again.
Well, that's probably true.
But I told you that time.
Very nice
tell you
man.
Again.
I just don't understand, what does he bring on that defensive core? I mean, basically, the guys are defensive anyway. They're defensive in nature. They play good defense. You've got Brad Ash. You watched him tonight when he was coaching, setting up the plays. This guy's smart. Ash can put some ingenuity into it.
You know,
Did you notice he had to change a little bit when Warner was getting scrappy with Rollins, though?
Yeah, I did. I noticed that Ash is the coach of the team, and well, I'm just saying
That's a strong.
He is the coach of the team.
Kuzman is a legend.
He's a legend in his own mind.
And 31 years down.
He's a legend in his own mind. And you know, I was talking to Brad the other day, and you know, he's got some kids, and I said, you know, if your sons marry one of my daughter, you know, it's going to be the last name is going to be Ash Hole, but wait, they wouldn't. I mean, it was the other way around.
Speaking of which, you've got to look at. You know, you wonder how long Tom Klusman wants to stay around and coach this team. You're looking at 31 seasons, and he's got. I think he's got 2 young sons coming up through the public school system. You've got to think he's hanging on.
He's going nowhere.
No, he's going nowhere. He's bringing them here.
In all seriousness, Brad Ash should be the head coach of that team.
Ooh, now you're getting into some dicey territory.
It's okay.
Right there.
It's okay because
you're getting into dicey territory. I think he's going to end up being a coach, a head coach somewhere very soon.
I watched those games, and there was one game against Florida Southern, and actually we have Coach Klusman on right now, and I'd like to ask him a few questions. Coach,
our own Coach K.
Yes, Coach. You were how do I put this? Thank you for being here, first of all. All right. Last year, Florida Southern jumps out by 19 points. Why, even after the first 7 straight points, didn't you call a timeout?
To be honest with you, during that run, I thought it was our team that was scoring all the points, and
Yep.
I didn't call a timeout. I was just enjoying our team scoring.
Okay. All right. And that, I got to say that your lack of well, I'm not going to say that. Sorry, Coach.
Now, in his defense of that answer, in his defense, Biff, I mean, you've got to look at and you've got to say he did call timeout tonight. He exercised that timeout button early on in the game, as well as.
Coach, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for being on the show. Just cut him, please. He's never coming back on.
I think
but he didn't call a timeout, by the way.
I believe he did.
No, it was a media timeout.
Okay, now there we have a discrepancy right there. I mean, a media timeout, where's the media?
No, there was a newspaper sitting there somewhere.
Okay.
I think they saw it on the floor.
Okay,
and they just called
I'll
media
give you
timeout.
that. I got to tell you, I think Klusman held that game very well tonight. I think I like his fire. I like Ash being able to switch the plays around when he saw that Southern, or actually I'm sorry, Warner was coming in and basically going to try to be physical. I liked Nick Wolf coming in. I mean, this is a different me than you're hearing from the last game because quite honestly,